Darkritician.
Hey YouTube, Darkritician84 here, and I've not long been up, and apparently the ban list has dropped. And this is a reaction, of course. Sorry, yeah, I'm just trying to get with it here. Now, I've tried as much as possible to avoid spoilers like the plague, but two were spoilt for me already. Couldn't find anything on the actual website, so I've had to go to here. I really don't like doing it this way, to be honest. I prefer to scroll down and have a look for myself. And yeah, as you can see, there's one obvious spoiler already, which is Abyss Dweller. That's pretty wild, actually. I'm not quite sure why it's getting... Oh shit, Bahamut Shark's gone as well? I was trying to ignore the names, like it's really hard to do it this way. Yeah, hence why I prefer scrolling down to find it. Like, why can't they just put it on the website, like, right away? But anyway, yeah, Abyss Dweller. I'm guessing that has something to do with Ryziel. Keeping in mind, of course, I've not played against Ryziel, and, well, I don't really know what they're about, besides being a rank 4 spam deck of some kind. Yeah, from what I've heard, it's pretty oppressive in the meta, and yeah, Abyss Dweller just makes them too powerful in a way. Even if it's just for 2 turns, like cutting off the graveyard. I mean, I'm not overly bothered by this. I mean, I don't play it in any of my decks. I can't remember if Emma plays it in any of hers. But yeah, I'll have to check her extra decks later. But I think I do have this on some of my Edo Pro only decks, so I'll have to check to see what's what. And I just noticed Nightmare Griffin as well, so that's the third Nightmare monster to get banned now. So we've only got 3 left, which are the commonly played ones: Unicorn, Phoenix, and Cerberus. Well, Cerberus, not as much as the other 2, but yeah, that's pretty wild as well. I forget what the text is. Does it say it negates the effects of monsters unless they're co-linked? I need to bring up Edo Pro and check real quick. Oh, there's my Fire King deck. Griffin. Discard a card. Target has set spell or trap set as your field, but it can't be activated. I didn't know it did that. And if it was co-linked, you draw a card. Special summoned monsters on the field cannot activate the effects unless they're linked. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see why that's become a problem. It's funny, because this was the least used Nightmare monster, like, once upon a time, and now it's just straight up banned. I'm not sure what caused it to get banned though. Was it Malice? I'm not sure. do keep in mind, of course, again, I don't follow competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I just don't care for it, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, that's why you guys are here watching this, to inform me and educate me in the comments about these sorts of things. Yeah, kind of wish I'd thought more about this in magician format, but hey ho. And yeah, Link Decoder. That's really random. Which one was Link Decoder? Wait, this guy? 1 level 4 lower Cybers. If this guy is sent to the graveyard as a material for their Link monster with 2300 or more original attacks, special summon this card but banish it when it leaves. What's wrong with Link Decoder? What did he do? Is this something to do with Malice? I feel like this is something to do with Malice. Another very oppressive deck in the meta, I think. I know it's a Cybers archetype that's based off paying life points and being based off Alice in Wonderland. I guess this is being used a lot. Maybe it's down to some upcoming support in the next core set. What is it? Alliance Insight? I think we're getting some other Cybers cards or something for Ignistas. I'm not sure. Like, again, I don't keep track of things like this, as I'm sure you'll understand. I'm just making my best guesses here. And Bahamut Shark. That's really random. Then again, it's also quite huge, actually. I'm going to assume it's to stop everything running totally arsehole, and by everything I mean like every water deck that can play rank 4s. Sorry, messages are popping up. Yeah, I mean, I get that. I mean, they're doing the same thing they did regarding Predaplant Verte Anaconda, and that is stopping things like Dragoon and DP being generic. But personally, I think it would have been better to just ban the Toad. Yeah, just because, well, it's one of the most infuriating Xyzes ever. Like, it's my second most hated Xyz monster in the game, with the first one being Cyber Dragon Infinity. Like, it's just a bullshit auto win button, just like all monsters that negate everything. And yeah, I feel like that should have been banned. Shark didn't do anything wrong. Like, Shark isn't the problem. Toad is. Like, just get rid of Toad. I think for the first time in a while, that's the only ban I don't agree with and don't like. I mean, I can understand why, but I don't agree with it and think that Toad should have gone instead. Anyway, that's it for cards that are banned. I'm gonna hold my arm like this and try and avoid spoilers for limited stuff. Right, here we are. What's this? Bestial Druis Worm. I think that's the other one that yeah, that's the other one that gets played. Yeah, good, excellent. I agree with just any hit to Bestials. Bestials can rot in hell. They're just overused. They're just cheap shot banished cards that light and dark decks practically auto lose to. And there's just fuck all ways to stop them. So yeah, good. Nothing more to say on that one. And Dimensional Shifter is gone as well. This I'm really happy about. Nobody likes D-Shifter. I personally think it should be banned myself. Alright, yes, it's only good at the start of the game, and it's not great to have late game, but the problem is there's too many situations where someone can just open up with it and use it on the first turn, like right away. And that's still going to happen, even if it's at 1, and it's going to be one of those sacky one-off cards that's just going to piss everyone off. Yeah, I really think this should have been banned, but still, limited is fine, I guess, and oh god, no. Wait, is that what I think it is? It is. Why, Konami? Why would you bring this back? It was banned for a reason. I don't think you understand. Nobody likes True Draco. And sure as hell nobody likes Masterpiece. Why would you bring this back? Well, so far this is the only limit that I just don't agree with. I mean, yeah, you could argue that nobody's playing True Draco, but I guarantee they will now. And, wait, Mathmech Circular? Really? Bringing this back? Are you sure about that, considering it caused so many problems like 2 years ago? Not sure I agree with that one. So far there's only 2 good limits here. Ryziel Detonator. There's not much of a reaction out of me there, but I don't know what it is and what it does. Okay, it's this guy. When your opponent activates a card or effect, detach a material, target a card on the field and destroy it. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. If this card is special summoned, attach 1 monster from your graveyard to this card as material. If an Xyz monster you control would be destroyed by battle or a card effect, detach a material from this card instead. Okay, fair enough. I can see why that would be problematic. But yeah, again, I don't know much about Ryziel. So, Bonfire's been limited as well. That's pretty huge. Yeah, so many fire decks have been seeing so much play over this last year. I mean, from what I've seen, it looks like Ryziel are Pyro monster, so I guess that's another way to slow it down. Does hurt a lot of other fire decks though, like Volcanics for instance, and Snake Eye. I'm trying to think what other fire decks are that are commonly played at the moment, but I'm just drawing a blank. And was it? Wait, they brought back Brilliant Fusion? What? Are you sure that's a good idea? Because, well, then again, I guess we don't have MX Saber Invoker, because there were decks just using and abusing those cards and doing some stuff with those. But I'm not so sure about this. I mean, unless Gem Knights are getting more support, I don't know how I feel about that one. And Cross Out Designator is being limited as well. Yeah, I don't agree with that one either. I don't know why people are calling for it to be banned or limited. I think it's a great way to stop hand traps. I mean, let's face it, getting stopped by things like Ash and Droll and Imperm are really fucking annoying. They just put an end to your turn, basically, and things like Call by the Grave and Cross Out Designator help out a lot with that. I mean, I know I said in the past I prefer to use Call by over this, but still, I can understand how useful Cross Out Designator really is. On one hand, I kind of get it, but on the other, not sure I agree with that one. And then Triple Tactics Talent is also getting limited. That's quite mad, actually. I mean, again, I do kind of get it, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Pretty surprising, don't have much else to say on it. Right, let's see what's been semi-limited, if anything at all. Hang on. I see a Ryziel monster. I'm trying not to spoil it. Wait. Black Dragon Collapse Serpent? Oh boy. That one I don't know how I feel about that one, because Black Dragon Collapse Serpent and White Dragon Wyvern Buster were both limited because of Dragon Link. Seriously, why won't that deck just die already? And now this is just going to help them out even more. So I'm assuming that Wyvern Buster is also semi-limited. I'll check further down. Yeah, and then we've got Exit Ryziel. What does this one do? Special summon this card from your hand by sending an Xyz monster from your extra deck to the graveyard. If summoned this way, you cannot special summon from the extra deck except rank 4 Xyz monsters. You can only special summon this card once per turn this way. If it's normal or special summon, then you control no other face-up monsters except level or rank 4 monsters. You can add a Fire Thunder monster from your deck to your hand. Oh, are they Thunders as well? See, it seems random and odd. That's all I've got to say on it. An Ice Ryziel. What does this do? I love how I'm having to look all these up. Special summon this card by sending a card from your hand or field to the graveyard. Okay, just like Diabell Star of the Black Witch. If summoned this way, you cannot special summon from your extra deck except rank 4 Xyz. You can only special summon it once per turn this way. If it's normal summon, you can special summon a Ryziel from your deck. Okay, that's more understandable. Just a way to slow it down even more. I mean, that's all there is to say. Malice P. Dormouse. What does this do? See, this is what happens when I don't follow competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Link monsters this points to can't be destroyed by... Oh, that points to this card can't be destroyed by card effects during a main phase. Banish a Malice, and everything gains 600. If this is banished, pay 300, special summon it. Okay, I guess that's meant to slow it down even more. Then we've got... oh shit, I've just seen something wild there, but I'll get to that in a minute. Malice White Rabbit, and this one is... You take no damage from battles involving Malice monsters, blah 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 blah. If this is normal summon, set a Malice trap. If this is bash base, 300 special summon it. Okay, again seems a bit random, but I kind of get it. But I just noticed what else went to 2. Morphing Jar. I mean, really? 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 Why? I mean, I get that it's a flip effect monster and flip effects are slow, but you're just helping out 2 decks that I personally just don't like playing against. Dark World and Empty Jar. And yeah, Empty Jar is toxic as fuck. Like, it's a stupid easy win deck out deck. And I despise deck out decks. So, yeah, I don't agree with that at all. Along with the fact that it helps Dark World OTK too easily. Because it is an OTK enabler. Well, not as much as card destruction, but still. Yeah, I don't like that. Just don't agree with that at all. And I've just noticed also underneath that Snake Eye, Ash and Poplar are getting semi-limited as well. Yeah, that's not something I agree with either. Keeping in mind I've not had a lot of experience, well, pretty much no experience really with Snake Eye, but I know it's a deck nobody likes playing against, and you know, this is just going to help them out too much. I mean, what's next? Are they going to go back to 3? I guarantee if they did, they'll be top tier meta again, and Konami just won't have learnt anything from before. And we have Sword Riser. What does this do? Oh, that's not hard. If you have a Riser special summon here, if special summon this way, okay, so there's that condition. If it's normal summoned, add a light pyro monster from your deck to your hand. Okay, that one is more understandable. Unchained Soul of Shav. Wait, was this the level 6 fire one? It is. No! Why? That's just going to help out Unchained and Yubel. And again, nobody likes playing against those decks. Why would you do this? God, this is turning into one of the worst lists ever. Even though I can think of multiples that are worse. White Dragon Wyvern Buster, yep, knew that was coming, and Malice in Underground. I don't know what this does. Oh, it's a field spell. When it's activated, banish a Malice card from your hand, deck, or graveyard. well, 3 or more of your Malice traps with different names are banished. Malice Link monsters you control gain 3000 attack. While you control a Malice Link monster, your opponent's monsters can only target Malice Link monsters for attacks. Okay, that's understandable. That one I do get. Right, so let's see what's no longer on the list. This is the longest ban list reaction video I've done, I swear. I think that's partially because I've been looking up cards that I'm not familiar with. This is usually the worst part. Oh, I can see Danger Tsuchinoko is no longer on the list, but let's see what else is there. Cyberjar is at 3. Fucking hell. I had a feeling that was going to happen last time I reacted, but damn, that's nuts. I don't think anyone's going to play it though, but we shall see. Danger Jackalope, that's back at 3, fair enough, and yeah, Tsuchinoko, I guess that. Eva, yeah, still don't know how I feel about Eva, but it's like whatever. And oh, Performapal Monkey Board, that's back at 3. That's cool actually, that can actually help with my Odd Eyes Dimension Dragon deck. I only own just the one, but yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, Pepe's no longer a thing anyway. Plush Fire has been errated. And yeah, that's all there is to it. So I think that's the first time in a while that pretty much all the unlimited stuff is better than some of the band's limits and semi-limits. So there we go, that's my reaction. It's just really hard to do it this way, but it's fine. I was able to make do. Anyway, as for the list itself, yeah, there's some mixed feelings about it. Yeah, don't agree with Bahamut Shock being banned, like I said, when in fact it should have been Toad. Otherwise, other bans are understandable. Some limits are good, some not great. I mean, I love that Druis Worm and D-Shifter are limited, even though Shifter should have been banned. Don't know how I feel about Brilliant Fusion. Don't agree with Cross-Out Designator. Definitely don't agree with Masterpiece, whereas the others are like, whatever. Yeah, a lot of the semi-limits I just don't agree. Well, the Ryziel and Malice stuff is like, that's fine, that's whatever, I couldn't care less. Yeah, again, don't know how I feel about Black Dragon Clap Serpent and White Dragon Wyvern Buster. Whereas the others I just don't agree with at all. Will this affect Retition format? Well, yes and no. I mean, Abyss Dweller does affect it the most, losing that, so I'll have to, again, like I said, go over my online decks and go through Emma's decks to see if Abyss Dweller is in anything. Well, despite certain changes that I've made to my format, I still want to follow the normal ban list as well, just to keep things simple. Now, Toad, of course, is banned in Magician format, so, I mean, I don't know why I'm complaining this much about Shark, to be honest. But, you know, an opinion is an opinion at the end of the day. Yeah, Toad aside, Shark is something I'm not bothered about otherwise. But yeah, Bestials are banned in my format anyway, so that won't affect it. Dimension Shift is banned in my format, so that won't affect it. Same with just the whole True Draco archetype. Those are the big differences, really. I mean, current format aside, morphings isn't that big of a deal, because that's actually banned in my format purely because A, it helps our Dark World too much, and B, I don't want Empty Jar to be a thing. So yeah, that's whatever. And yeah, the unlimited stuff is like whatever. But what do you guys think of the list? Feel free to let me know down below. And yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the Dark Magician YouTube channel.